So here's an interesting video. It's titled, I'm Inbred.
I'm a little ill this morning.
Or maybe he has COVID.
I woke up and I looked at my YouTube comments and all, which usually I like doing. I like seeing what's going on.
I have this fan. This exact one. I have this one. It's in my room downstairs.
I like seeing what things y'all have to say, feedback you have to provide about the videos and all this.
Yep.
But this time it was a
Everyone
little
does.
different. I woke up and I started cruising through the comments, and I don't know, maybe I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but it's a little aggravating to me when you play a game only with your chat, your Twitch chat, and when you finally get done with the campaign and everything and get all this, and your chat says, welcome to the end game.
Okay.
So you're at the end game, and you're doing heists, and you're doing maps, and you're doing all
he's
this
playing
other
PoE.
shit. That I don't
Okay.
even know the names of all the stuff that's
Got
got
it.
going on. Well, then here comes everybody in the comments. Well, actually, you're 73, and you're not at the end game. I'm just
You
gonna
don't reach the end game until you played the game for 1,000 hours. Yeah, of course.
be real with y'all. That's annoying to a new player. But that ain't really
Yeah.
what set me off. What sets me off is the comment about halfway down, which I've done reported it and deleted. Usually I don't give a shit about that, but this one pissed me off so bad that I did that. But the guy made a comment and said his brain is the result of incest and alcoholism.
What?
I'm just going to be real with y'all right now. If that guy had said that to my face, I would have stomped his ass into the fucking ground.
Bold to assume that it was a guy. It was probably a kid.
I'm talking about done everything I would have done to make sure that he didn't have anything left of a face. Because that's the kind of guy I am. If you've got nuts big enough to say something as bigoted, as prejudiced as that shit to my face, then I've got nuts big enough to stomp your ass on the fucking ground.
Well, here's
At
the
least
thing,
attempt
right?
to.
Is like, so why do people say this about him? It's pretty simple. He's white, he wears a hat that looks like a redneck hat, and he's got a southern accent. So you put those three things together, and he's a redneck. That's it. So here, I'll go ahead and I'll make a chart for everybody to understand in case they're confused. So internet chart. Okay. Oh yeah, I got it. Why I learned to spell. Why the fuck I ever learned. Okay, so so if you sound like a girl, then make me a sandwich. Right? If you sound like a if you have a southern accent, then you are a redneck. And this goes on for everybody. Right? If you sound like an Arab, people like say that you're in ISIS. I've had plenty of people tell me this. If you sound like you're a Hispanic person or a Mexican, people say all kinds of stuff about that. This is just how it is. Yeah, they mentioned bomb. Yeah, or they mentioned bomb or suicide bombing, 9/11, something like that. The same with black people. German is Nazi. You're right. Let's see. What else do we have? Indian, scammer. Yep, absolutely. And let's see. What are the other ones here? Totally uncalled for. Well, this is just how. Oh, French. French is like, giving up or something like that, or something similar. Australians are just, like either drunk or assholes. Yeah, Asian. There's like, math or some other weird thing. This is just what, Asian's cuisine. Yeah, something like that. This is it. It's the same for everybody. It happens to everybody. If you sound anything different than just like a person, if you have any accent at all, this will be used against you. That's just how it is. Yeah, it's crazy. And it's like, especially on like, you remember back on Xbox Live? This was fucking savage. British teeth in women. Yep, there you go. Oh, right. Yes. It's like, yeah, how many teeth do you have? What color are your teeth? Yellow or brown? Right? Oh, there's every single fucking one that you can possibly use. Russia. It's like, I mean, I wonder what people would say about Russians nowadays, right? With like the Ukraine war and everything. What about Greeks? I don't even know what a Greek accent sounds like, to be honest with you. Yeah, there's something about Native Americans. I'm not sure. I feel like it's like that's a very small group of people, so the accent isn't probably as well known. Yeah, if you sound gay, people are obviously going to have things to say. Spanish, anything. Yeah, anything that you can possibly think of, people will have something to say.
If you want my ass, you want my ass. But I think it's a fucked up place where we're at today. That people think it's okay to come on somebody's comments or somebody's channel and insult their intelligence and be a prejudiced, bigoted piece of shit.
Well, I think this is also because of like media, and like in general, it's viewed very commonly that people that have a Southern accent are like stupid, uneducated, or racist. Usually all three. I see this all the time. This happens constantly.
I don't know where it's okay to do this, because it's never okay for anybody else. If I were to go on somebody's channel that was not of my creed or my religion or my race or my nationality or whatever and start talking shit to them for no reason just because of their place of origin or how they talk or their family upbringing or anything, I'd be crucified.
Well, I think anybody would be, to be honest. And this is really the difference, is that you have people that are, content creators. And like, if anybody did this, remember Daff, right? Like 39 Daff, like made like weird like comments. She said it was jokes about like white people. Dude, people fucking hated her for that. They still do. They're fucking pissed. And like, I think that's the same with anything.
But it's okay because I'm a Southern guy and I'm white. Yeah, it's okay for somebody just to blatantly come over here and insult my intelligence, call me fucking inbred, and then I have alcoholism.
Yeah, it's the anonymous barrier. Exactly.
I don't even drink. None of my family's fucking inbred. But why is that okay? So is that something that I'm going to have to deal with the entire time that I do this journey?
100% you're going to have to deal with it. It's not even a question. There's nothing you can do about it. You just ban them and move on. Absolutely. It's like anybody. So like if you have a facial defect, like, people will bring this up constantly. Like, I remember I watched a Saiwo video whenever I first started watching his videos. Because Saiwo has, like, a mole on his cheek. People, there were, like, I'm not even kidding, like, 200 people that were commenting on it. Like, they just, what the fuck? Like, it's so sad. Yes, it just banned him. Oh, we did. But, like, that's what it's like.
Is I've always got some piece of shit that's gonna come on my damn comments and say stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
You know how absolutely horrible it makes somebody feel when you work your goddamn ass off every day to bring content, some content that other people ain't doing. You try your best to be original. You try your best not to be motherfucking Ginger Billy.
Oh, yeah, you do your best, you try your hardest, but at the end of the day, you're just somebody's racial joke. At the end of the day, people only see you for your literal face value, and they don't care about you, and as soon as they hear you talk, they make up their mind about you. That's what happens. This is life. Those people are basically NPCs, but that's what they're like.
Who takes his southernness and...
This is normal in workplaces as well, man? You think it's normal for people to make racial jokes about you in a workplace? I don't think that's normal. What are you talking about? If you think that's normal, you need to go sue the company. Why don't you go sue the... That's insane. Like, you sue the company... Like, didn't somebody get, like, a $3 million settlement from, like, Starbucks for something like that recently? Yeah, that's not normal. What do you mean? That's insane.
It
works at Jiffy Lube. Maybe the teenagers that work at Jiffy Lube do that. But like outside of that, I feel like it doesn't happen.
Times 10 million to get views and all that. I try my best not to be that and be me. And then you get people that come on there and make little comments like that. You get people that come on and make comments like, I was going to watch your video, but then you open your mouth and I can't stand fucking Southern people, so I'm not watching your shit.
Well, that's true, right? That's just how it is. And the truth is that there are people that they don't even get that far because they look at you and they say, that dude's black. I'm not going to watch him. That's it. Like, I know that it's like, a lot of people on the internet and on Twitch like to pretend like racism isn't real. But there are actually people who are racist. And they just don't want to watch black people. It's just that simple. And, like, they usually don't say it. Sometimes they say it. Usually they don't. And that's just how it is. Good, easy, more unfiltered. No, I'm serious. Like, that's just, and it's the same with white people as well. Like, big fucking surprise. It just depends on what flavor of bigoted are they. What flavor is it? Imagine how many negative comments, like any girl that wears a hijab gets. Think about that. Even if it's something that she does because she likes the way it looks, it's not something that her family makes her wear. I think probably like one negative comment every 10 minutes.
It's not fair. And I don't do that to other fucking people.
Why'd you pick that? The reason why I picked that is because it's something that you're not born with. You're not born with a scarf on your head or whatever the fabric is. Like you choose to put that on, right? So it's like even things that you opt into as a choice, people view that. So that's the difference. A turban, yeah, something like that.
People, and I don't think it should be done to me. And yeah, this is a boo-hoo, whiny cry session. I don't give a fuck. But I just think it's messed up at today's day and age in 2023.
Oh, yeah.
That somebody that takes time and works their ass off on something or likes to bring fucking good quality content to people can't even get a view on their shit because of the way he talks. A lot of y'all gone in the comments.
That's a dark reality. It is. It's a dark reality. And people, like, this is my opinion. I'm going to talk about this a little bit. This is a personal thing, right? Is like, you know why I think that I wasn't like, the Netflix documentary, the Johnny Depp Netflix documentary. I was not in any of the promotional stuff for that. And you know why? It's because I'm fucking ugly. So they don't want people to see an ugly guy on the camera because then they're not going to watch the show. And then in the show, I'm viewed badly. Why is that? Because I look weird and I look ugly. That's just, you're not like, I get a lot of comments about that. No, not everybody thinks I'm ugly. Some people are dumb as hell. There's some dumbass girls that don't think I'm ugly. I don't, they've got to be crazy, right? But the point is that a lot of people do. A lot of fucking people have this opinion of me. I've been getting comments like this for like my whole life. And it's just, that's life. And so people make a decision on me. They look at my face. They say, I don't like his face. He's wrong. I don't know what he had to say, but it's wrong. Yeah, I don't like him. And that's it. And I think, again, the evidence is I was not in it. Like, they use, like, how much of my footage in the first part of that thing. And, like, again, I'm viewed negatively, but I'm not in any of the promotional stuff. That's the truth. And that's the same reason why, like, I tell them with, like, with doing merch, I say, don't ever use me in the merch. Like, I'll take a picture, I'll do, like, maybe one or two, but, like, no. You should be using other people for the merchandise that don't look like absolute fucking degenerate daywalkers. Why is that? It's because I own a mirror. That's how it is. The halo effect, yes, exactly. And there's nothing I can do about this. There's like, oh, actually, yeah, you probably could get plastic surgery or something like that. Yeah, ooh, yeah, maybe you'd be able to do something. But the truth is that you can't. You can't really do a lot about it. It's just how it is. That's just how it is. And I think the way that I've been treated like this my whole life. People make that decision instantly. And think about all of the girl streamers that don't even have a chance And you know why? It's because they're ugly. And you know what that is? It's just the ugly truth. There it is. That's life. It doesn't feel good, does it? But it's still true.
And said, man, Hulk, how come you don't have 100,000 subs? Well, maybe that's why. Because people are too bigoted to give me a fucking chance and listen to my content. Absolutely. I don't know. I don't want to fall back and be that guy that has to pull that card. But it just really pisses me off and sends me into fucking rage mode when somebody can just be that blatantly bigoted.
Everybody says VTuber, right? But what does everybody say about VTubers? Let's take that a step farther. True, yeah. I think about that. When meanwhile, most of the VTubers are probably more attractive than most of the actual, flesh streamers, you know? I don't know how the fuck that happened, but yeah, somehow it did.
And come on, I mean, why are we there today? It's not okay to have this stigma about any other race, creed, culture, religion, anything. But it's okay to sit here and think that about Southern people.
Oh, well, yeah, of course, because upwards discrimination in America is completely acceptable. You can eat the rich, but you can't eat the poor. Fat girls can talk about skinny bitches all they want, but if a skinny girl says that about fat girls, well, then everybody hates her. It's okay to talk about people that, don't have as many opportunities about you, but if you're seen as looking down on them, well, then you're a piece of shit. That's why women can say men are trash, and if men say that, then they're Andrew Tate. Racism. Look at that. Upwards discrimination in our culture is completely acceptable. Totally acceptable in pretty much every circumstance. Shit take? What? Am I wrong? Oh, am I wrong? Oh, I'm not wrong, though. Oh, no, this is a shit reality. Maybe shit culture. But it's not a shit take. I'm right.
We're a bunch of fucking ignorant, dumbass idiots that can't do anything except here and go.
Oh, yeah.
Or people making little comments like, oh, man, I don't want to look like a hillbilly, or I don't want to look like that. Do we hear ourselves? Y'all just take a minute and think about how that is. Usually people don't, I was raised, not to give a shit about what people say.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, some things just really fuck somebody's day up. And you know what?
I used to be very, very insecure. Is it really considerate to address hate on the internet? You're doing favors by it, just fuels it? I think that you can do it in a healthy way. It depends on what you're comfortable with. If somebody wants to express how they feel, then I think they should do it. I used to be extremely insecure. I used to? Yes, I used to. I used to cover my mouth every single time that I would smile, because whenever I would smile, it would show that I was missing teeth. I used to never really wear any short sleeve shirts on my stream because I was embarrassed by how skinny I was. I used to wear shirts in the pool whenever I was a kid, right? Let's see here. What are some of the other things I was insecure about? I feel like those are probably some of the main things. My hairline, my hair receding. I was insecure about that too. Absolutely. And how do you deal with such comments? I don't view the people that are making those comments as people. That's how. That's actually how. I don't care about them. So, yeah, it's pretty simple. So, and it also, it's not that I don't care about them. I wish that I wasn't balding. I wish that I didn't have the physique that I do, right? Even just physiologically, right? I have a sunken chest, same thing Ludwig has, etc. A lot of people have this. It's pectus excavatum or some shit like that. It's not good, right? It doesn't look good either. And same thing with my teeth, right? I wish I didn't have that happen to my teeth. But that's not what happened. That's not reality. And so I've tried really hard in my life to just accept and live with reality, no matter how bleak it is. Because I think that living with reality, even though it's bleak, is a million times better than living in a fantasy. And I also don't think anybody should have to follow what I'm saying. This is just simply how I conduct myself. This is what I do. So yeah, yeah, there's a lot of things I used to be really insecure about.
Really wish I could see that guy. I wish if you know who you are, you made that comment and you left that comment, I want you to send me an email and tell me, let's have a meeting spot, because I want to whoop your ass just for saying that comment to me. So that's an open challenge. You send me an email, and we going to meet and have a little face-to-face chat about that.
I like this. This sounds good.
Rest of y'all, appreciate you for subscribing and supporting the channel and following me on Twitch. Hit like and subscribe for more hog content. We'll see you next time.
Well, it's good for him for addressing it. I mean, I will say that, like, whenever you address stuff like this, there will be people that will try to get under your skin by making comments about it. It happens all the time. And it's unfortunate, right? It is definitely unfortunate, but that's life. You know, get more comments like that now? Yeah, well, not really more, but I think you'd probably get the same amount, to be honest. People like that are just assholes. And like, if somebody is going to come into something looking to make somebody mad, they're going to do it regardless. Like, that's just the truth. But yeah, I'll link you guys' video. Hog he's a really nice guy. He's made a number of really good Diablo videos, and I like that guy. I think he's really nice, and so I totally support him. And as somebody who, you know, whenever I was a lot younger, I had more of a Southern accent. I don't think that I never really intentionally changed it. I think that it's probably just because I'm not talking to as many people that have the same type of accent now. I have no idea. I'd have to go back and think about it. But it's not something I, like, intentionally changed. But I do think my voice is different than whenever, you know, like, I was younger. It's still Southern. It's just not thick. Yeah, something like that, for sure. And overall, I mean, fuck. As I said, any sort of accent, anything that is not just a normal voice, any accent, anything that, like, implies a gender or something like that. If somebody has a gay sounding voice, if somebody has a different ethnicity of a voice, like, anything that people can go off of, they will fucking narrow down on that and just pecking party the shit out of it. Yeah, stutters are also targeted. Oh, absolutely. Like, the way that people speak and the way that, like, for example, I'll give you this is such a good example. Sunny V2. The way that he says ever or anything like that. People type the way he says it as if he is Rykard from Elden Ring. Ever? Yeah, see? You guys, and you're doing it right now. Everybody has no problem doing it and making fun of this guy, even though these same people were probably typing Sag for the other guy getting offended or getting upset. Isn't it fucking funny? There it is. And that's life. Because Sonny's an asshole? So it's okay for you to make fun of him because you think he's an asshole. Okay. Well, sure. Yeah, that's fine. But, like, I think that, here's what I think. I think that people would make fun of him even if he wasn't an asshole. I think they're saying he's an asshole as an excuse. I don't think that they actually care about that. I think they just want to make fun of somebody for something and then work backwards to justify why it's okay. Changing the way you speak about something, you can change very easily and can change it in contrast of changing your weight or your teeth. Changing the way you speak is something you can change very easily. I don't know. I think it depends on the person, really. Yeah, that's about it. Like, for example, I wasn't able to say the word photosynthesis. Do you know why? Because you need back teeth to say that. And I didn't have any. Now I can say the word again. But for the longest times, I just couldn't say it. I literally could not say that word. For real? Faux real. People don't realize that they're doing it because they just enjoy making fun of people. It's that simple. They just like making fun of people. and they like looking down on them and shitting on them. And that's it. No, they're trying to justify why it's different because you know you're wrong. Of course they do. Of course they know it's wrong. And look, I'm not going to sit here and patronize you and tell you, oh, you're such a bad person for doing this, because you don't care what the fuck I think. You're not going to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to stop doing it now. Absolutely not. I'm just talking about it. That's all.